Hi guys, this is Annie. I hope you all are doing great tonight. And tonight I have this very colorful Happy Easter manicure for you. So let's get started. And these are the items we'll be using in this manicure. I have all my nail polishes as well as my stamping polish, a lint roller brush, some fast drying top coat, some acetone, my 2 stamping plates, cotton, a cleanup brush, some eyeshadow brushes, as well as my stamper and my scraper. So that's what we'll be needing. So let's begin. Alright guys, so I have already gone ahead and prepped a few of my nails, and basically what I did was I polished them all in just plain white, and then I started doing gradient work on them. So I left a few blank so you could see exactly how I do the gradient on them, and then we'll stamp once that's dry properly. So this is what the manicure will be looking like at the end, and the way I'm doing it is I'm going in the opposite direction with the colors. So for instance, if you could see here on the pinky fingernails here, the blue is going in the opposite direction, the orange and the yellows are going in the opposite direction, as well as the pink. So we're going to keep working like that as we move on. So let's start here now with the middle finger, and for that one we'll be doing the yellow, the orange and the purple. So let me grab those colors right away, the yellow, the orange and the purple. And I am going to be using my eyeshadow sponge brushes for this particular gradient work. I like the way it comes out a little better, and also I can have better control over this. So let's begin to do that, and I'll basically just brush the colors right onto the brush from here, just like that, and then we'll start doing our gradient work. So let's start with that yellow, making the bottom nice and yellow, as bright as possible, and we're going to do it in an angle as you saw me do the rest of them. And we'll be going back and forth with this. So I'll do this one at regular speed so you can check it out, and then we'll go on and do the other one, which is the index finger, at a higher speed. So that's the yellow. The next color would be the orange, and then the purple. So let me get hold of my orange, and I'm starting it on top and then working it down so it blends in a little better. And as you can see, we have to go back and kind of blend it in. You don't want any harsh lines on there. So you really have to kind of like play with this until you see the colors coming out soft, because you don't want any, really harsh lines on there where it doesn't look like it's blending in properly. So just go in and tap it out. Take some of that orange out, and then we're going to add back some of the yellow in there. And that one seems to be pretty well blended there. As far as where the fading is, you can't really see too much of just a straight orange line from the yellow and the orange. And now let's go ahead and let's apply the purple. And of course, if you're good with the bigger sponges on this, the cosmetic sponges, you can go ahead and feel free to do that. I just like to work with these little tiny sponges because I think I have a better control over it. And again, we're going to blend that purple into that orange. So the thing about gradient is you have to go back and forth until you blend the colors according to what you like and according to how well you want your lines to not show. So as you can see, this one is pretty raw here with the purple, so let's fade that out by adding in some more orange to it. So you're going back and forth until you get it right. Sometimes it takes a little while, sometimes you can do it just really quickly. This one's actually taken a little while here to get the coverage that I'm looking for and to kind of just let it flow into each other. A little bit too much, so we'll tap that out. And I think that's going to work for now, so we'll just leave that one alone, let it be for now. So there we go. And of course, when we put our little decoration on that, most of that's going to hide up. So now we're going to move on to the index nail here, and that's going to be in pink, purple, and blue. And for this one, I'm not going to have you sit through it. I am just going to fast forward the whole thing for you. So just hang in there. Let me get the gradient application onto that nail. Alright guys, so now that we're done with the gradient there, we can go ahead and start applying the stamping on there. So for my stamping plates tonight, I am actually using 2 of them. I am going to be using my Born Pretty number 34 plate, and I'll be using the flower image off of that. And the other one will be my Born Pretty number 60 plate, which is the Happy Easter plate, and I will be using the Happy Easter sign off of this one, as well as the hanging Easter egg here. So for my stamping polish, I'll be using number B163 Luna Lines from the Bondo Monster nail polishes. So let's begin with the stamping. Let me just tap these down and make sure they dried properly, and they are. And as you can see, I did floral stamping here, as well as the middle fingernail and the thumb. I'll keep it that way. And then we're going to do the Happy Easter sign here, and then the happy hanging Easter egg here as well. So let's do the Easter egg first that's hanging. Let me just grab my stamper and my little scraper here. Alright guys, so here we go. I am loving this purple here. It's a very dark purple, almost like an eggplant purple, but it's a very, very pretty color. So just taking a little bit, and let's hope to get a nice clean swipe and pick up on the stamper. And there it is. And then we're just going to line this up really nicely and roll it on. So here we go with this. I'm going to put it right there in the middle and just press down on that. And then gently roll off, making sure not to lift that polish off. And that's the Easter ornament, the Happy Easter hanging egg, I guess you want to call it. And next we will do this one right away, and that one is actually the Happy Easter sign. So let's get that done. And just clean the stamping plate really quickly, guys. I like to clean my stamping plate in between every stamp just to get the residue and stuff out of it. Make sure that's done. And this one is actually going on an angle because the words are a little bit bigger. Too wide, cannot fit on my little nails. So make sure that's a nice clean pickup. There it is. I have some ears under that. Let me just remove the bunny ears that I don't want. There we go. And this one, we are actually going to place it the opposite direction of this. As you could see, so the flower would be going this way instead. And once we stamp it on there, then you would actually see the colors pop. And of course, once you put the top coat on there, those colors are going to pop right out. So there it is. The purple is a little bit hard to see at the moment, but like I said, once we go ahead and apply the top coat on that, that's going to come right out as this one jumps out at you. And last but not least, let's apply that one little, bring flowers on to the middle fingernail there. There it is. There's one little piece right here that's not needed, so let me just get rid of that. And then the flowers are going to the left of the nail, so you just line these up as you would like to. I am actually going to put a lot of that flower into that nail. Press down and roll it off gently. And there we have the stamping. So before we go on ahead and apply the top coat, I am going to take 2 minutes and pull the latex off that I'm using. And the reason for that is because sometimes when you keep the latex on and you apply top coat and you go to remove that latex, the little bits of nail polishes that are stuck to the latex would fall back onto your top coat and ruin the entire manicure. So I do recommend, if you use any type of peel or latex to protect your nails against too much polish, getting all over, remove it now. This would be a good time, and it's very easy to come off. I like to go in the direction of the nail itself and go gentle on this, and we'll see how much cleanup we have under that after, and if it's necessary to take a brush to it. The latex does help big time with not getting any nail polish on your fingers. I love it for that. But sometimes you still have to go in and do a little cleanup here and there. So I'm just taking out the excess stuff that I'm seeing. And I'll continue to do that with the next 2 nails, and then I'll probably have to grab hold of my little cleanup brush to get some of this stuff out that I'm seeing hanging out. That one came out really clean, so I do need to grab hold of the cleanup brush and my acetone. And when you're doing this, guys, go very, very gentle and carefully, not really gentle, but carefully, because you don't want to take that brush to the nail itself and get that polish out that you just worked on. So do that very carefully. And then we can go ahead and apply the top coat. Looks like I'm almost done here. Just around this edges here, there's a lot that's hidden. Don't want to have that making your manicure look all sloppy, so let me take my time and get that done. And I do see one tiny little piece of latex here. Pop that right out. There we go. And now we can go ahead and apply the top coat. I am actually using my favorite. As you guys know, this is the fast drying top coat by Out the Door, and I love this top coat. It does really dry fast. And like stamping, you want to be careful when you are applying the top coat. You don't want to ruin the image that you just put onto your nails there. So I would recommend that you don't press down on the brush. You be very generous on the top coat itself. Do not drag that polish. So don't press, and try not to go over the same area twice. And also cap your nails. That'll help for your manicure to last a little longer from the tips, especially from wear and tear, and also from chipping off your nail polish. So here I am, and as you can see, as I'm doing this, the nail polish is already smoothing out all the little divots, all the little unevenness from the gradient, and the colors really just pop on you. And this manicure is pretty much done. Take a closer look at these pictures, and I'll be right back. here we have it, guys. This is the finished Happy Easter manicure. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight, and as usual, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to write to me. I will answer you as best as I can and as fast as I can. And don't forget to subscribe for my upcoming newest videos as well. And thank you all so very much for popping by and watching my videos. It is much appreciated. Happy Easter and have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.